456 is the director's care and skill and diligence. Now you compare this with the common law positions. The common law positions, we have mentioned them already. We have talked about the common law positions are the re-equitable fire, Secretary of State and Baker, and DJ, right? These are the common law positions. And compare with this one, and you see what did it say in here. You just read this division 2, care and skill and diligence, especially these sections, right?
Okay.
Okay. And how do you measure? What is the standard? I won't tell you, but if you read it, you know immediately that what's the result. Actually, it's the same as one I've told about earlier. It's a general knowledge and skill with one reasonably expected person carrying the same function, right? Same function test. This is the objective test, and this is the subjective test. Right? So that's the difference. Under the new law, you have a very clear statement here. This is the objective test. So you read the rest of those sections and then see just 2 sections, not too many. Right? So I don't go through review. Okay? And then you compare it and see whether it's the same or not. And what's the difference? And then for the other website, right, it's about the Bills Committee. Then you will find it's a report of the committee's meeting, right, the very recent one, and see whether there's any discussion on the duty of care. Right? This is the same, I think. We just browse through these agendas and see if there's any, in any meetings, there's a discussion on the duty of care. Right? Just browse through this website. There's a second one. The second natural, one in natural. And then the last one.
CR.
What's this?
Company risk.
Right. Another one is from the. This is a different. It's also from the FSCD. Is it the same? Right? There's some discussion on the development of the case. Well, you have to do a competition. It's through an internet search. I don't tell you where it is, but it's within the government website. Right, a very good background why they want to change. Right, recent development in UK is this, and then the proposal, and then compare with the other countries, and then that's why they want to. Do you agree that the general duty should be codified in the company ordinance? And that's the question, the same question. So when they're sending out the proposal paper, they're asking the public whether they agree that the duty should be codified. Right? So this gives you a very good background of why they need to codify. Right? So you just take out some of these materials. And the last one, company registry. And your book has mentioned about the non-statutory guideline and the consultation guidelines, right? So in the headings, publications and press release, there's the circulars and guidelines. and then memorandum notes and guidelines. Then you will find a guideline on directives duties, a guide on directives duties, you see? Then you click in there, it's this one, and then you check the point on duty of care and skill. I don't know which what it is. Here, principal form. And you compare this guideline with the guideline in the field. Are they the same or not the same? So what is this guideline? Just have a final history of this guideline. So you just read the introduction, you will know how this guideline comes about. Okay? So in your textbook it says that whether the standard of care is higher in the future depends on the legislature and depends on the court, but the non-statutory guideline published require more objective standard. Just think about this sentence. What does it mean? Okay? So these are the areas that you can start off with. And in your question, you have to compare the common law position and the new ordinance. The new ordinance. This one, the new ordinance, and see if there's any difference. And do you agree that we should have a new company ordinance, a codified duty of care? Right? Not too difficult question. You know that at this stage it's only a company bill. Company bill has not become a company ordinance. Or an ordinance is a piece of legislation. Bill is a stage that it is now going through the electoral stage. So it's still not finalized yet, so to say. But there shouldn't be any problem. Okay? 明唔明啊？即係喺呢幾個網站度抄下抄下，抄啲 material。係咪呢幾個？
係咯，你寫嗰幾個？
啊？
係寫嗰三個。
Starting point. These are the starting point for you.
Starting point.
係咪咁嘅意思
？No.
發現錯，即係屬於矯正我嘅。
One point to remind you, do not cut and paste. Do not cut and paste.
我哋唔吸咪吸片啦。
Because you need to submit the electronic copy.
Yeah.
Yes, because they can have some sort of website or tools. You can check it out.
Okay.
You feed into the tools. Is it called Turnitin? There are a lot of websites now. The university can just download your homework and then put it into the web and then check how many degree percentage. Just copy from where, and they can even quote the source, So don't do that. Just try to make it yourself. Write in your own words. Don't copy word to word. You can, of course, copy to a certain degree, but if you want to do so, you must quote the source. For example, you may say this part is coming from the textbook when this is taught, or you can say blah 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 blah, but you must be, and then you have a footnote and a footnote here. You know how to do a footnote? Yeah, using the word do a footnote. And then one, and then at the end is a Vanessa Stott, Hong Kong Company Law, page 335. So this is the way you do with the quote. You can quote directly word to word. Don't get your assignment quoting all the words quoted from somewhere on the textbook or on your website. Don't do that. You also know the Harvard referencing, do you? You know